Hey guys.
It's us.
It's me, Hannah.
And it's me, Tess.
And we are Would Mom Say the podcast.
Yes, a podcast where we talk about moms, what they said, and sometimes sister things. Because we're sisters.
I feel like we sound like humans trying to, like robots trying to be humans.
I really want to go into ChatGPT and have it create a script for a podcast to see what it would say. And we're like, hey, write an intro for the What Mom Say podcast with these people and see what it thinks we sound like just based off of how we are online.
It'd be really sad if we followed that script and it did way better than us just talking naturally.
I don't think it could.
Yeah, no one can recreate this.
No way.
Yeah, I think we already know how I feel about ChatGPT.
Yeah, you do.
I hate it.
You hate it. It's going to come for you in the wall then.
I know. Take me.
Okay, you speak in an accent for the rest of this so people know that you're Hannah and I'm Tess.
Okay.
That is our biggest issue.
Really? I think we have way bigger issues.
Well, there's sometimes where I'll listen back and I'm like, oh, I thought I said that, but actually you said it. I don't even remember.
We are one person.
Yes. Well, how have you been?
I'm good. It's Pride Month, so I got my first pair of Birkenstocks.
I'm really proud of you.
I actually got 2 pairs.
You got 2?
I got these black ones and I got purple ones. They're really fun.
Are they always that high up? It's heeled almost.
No, these are more chunky.
Okay, I love a chunky shoe.
For the viewers, I'm holding it up.
Yeah.
I'm holding it up with my foot.
It's very Birkenstocky.
Yeah. Gay rights.
Yeah, I went out for gay rights last night.
You did.
Yeah. That's what I did it for the rights of gays.
Thank you for showing out.
You're welcome.
Because I'm actually gay and a woman, I stayed at home with my lover.
Yeah, you did the real thing.
Yeah.
I was just amongst a bunch of shirtless men gyrating in the club.
Lesbians be staying at home. Sometimes they go out.
I saw a lot of lesbians last night.
Well, the lesbian bar in Houston, they just moved locations to a bigger one. So they had a grand opening and they had a huge ass line, lots of support, which is great.
Did you go?
I didn't go. My foot's been hurting.
A lot of support except from you.
Literally. My foot has been hurting and Nikki's back has been hurting. So I think
y'all
between the
old.
2 of us, we can't be out here. I know we're getting old.
Wow.
I'm doing better. She's still in pain.
Yeah.
But
it was funny. I was in this really long line for South Beach last night and I was alone because my friends were already inside the club. And so I started talking with this guy in the line in front of me. And he was like, yeah, my boyfriend doesn't like to go out or drink, so I'm here alone, and he doesn't know that I'm here.
he's basically cheating.
I was like, why?
He's gonna cheat that.
Why can't you tell him? And he was like, I did cheat one time. And I was like, oh. I was like, my boyfriend also doesn't come out and drink, but I'm at a gay bar, so.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If you're a gay man and you're in a relationship, but you go out to the club, you're asking for it.
He said he just wants to dance and celebrate Pride.
That's fair.
And I was like, that's totally fair. And then I was like, well, where does he think you are right now? Because they live together. And he was like, at my parents'.
Oh my God. It's
oh.
He's kind of putting himself in the closet a little bit.
I get. I mean, everyone's aware.
I'm not going to tell you where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm hiding what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was like, maybe.
I'm not proud that I'm here.
Yeah, wild stuff. Well, I have been watching a lot of babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it less creepy.
I don't think that's creepy. I've been doing a lot of babysitting for small kids.
Okay.
And it's very different. I want to bring it up because I feel like it's been making me think about if I want to be a mom or not. It's so difficult in terms of like the anxiety of like keeping babies alive. Like you have to be like 24/7 eyes on them, keeping them engaged or something. Cause like they could just do one small step,
Yeah.
it's over, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap.
Have I told the story on this podcast of like the time I was babysitting and I had like a very scary moment
No.
babysitting?
What happened?
I was taking care of these babies and
Was it babies I also took care of?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The girls?
Boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm trying not to name names.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was changing this little boy's diaper and I was so like focused on making sure I was doing everything right down there, cleaning, strapping him up in, that I didn't realize that on his changing table behind him was like a basket of different medicines, like, you know, baby powder, all of this baby supplies you would need. And he reached back behind him, pulled out cough syrup, and was just like drinking it while I was in the middle of changing his shit diaper. And then I looked back over to his head and realized what he was chugging this cough medicine. And I like,
What did you do?
I freaked out so hard. This family was in the same neighborhood as our parents. I think I was still in high school too.
Did you call mom?
I called mom, and she handled it at like so well. And I was like, thank God I had her in the situation, because I called her crying and freaking out. I was like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, I'm gonna come over there, but we're gonna need to call poison control and ask them and make sure it's okay. And so we called poison control, and they were like, it's gonna be okay. Like, the worst that's gonna happen is the baby might be a little bit constipated.
Did you ever tell the mom?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't personally tell her, but I was still so shaken up from doing this, and like so stressed out and so horrified that I like missed this like little moment where he grabbed this thing and started drinking it.
Aww.
That mom was like, why don't you just go home? I will stay here until the mom comes back. And
by the way, the mom was our mom's coworker. They were both teachers at the same
friends,
school. They're
neighbors,
friends,
coworkers.
So it wasn't like she would come home and be like, "Who are you?" Like, they were good friends.
Yeah, nothing weird.
He's like, why is there an older woman in my house now?
Yeah, like,
what
who
happened
is
to
this?
the teenager I had watching the kid?
Yeah, no, it wasn't off place or off-putting for her to be there, but she stayed there for the rest of my babysitting shift and calmly explained to the mom like what happened and everything. But I was like, thank God, because I think if I had to explain what happened, I would have broken down again in tears, been like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But all that to say is, yes, it's stressful to have like little babies that you're watching.
I have a very similar story with the same family.
Okay.
They were the first family I ever babysat for. I think I was 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger. Maybe I was 12. I don't know.
Yeah.
And same baby, same little boy.
Thank God he like survived us.
It's just so funny. Like, he was really little and he had an older sister, and she was kind of like, she would help out, like,
yeah, she knew how that house was ran.
Yeah, she's
like, oh,
this
you need to do
this.
this. He wants this. If I would ask her, I'm like, where can I find this? Because I would be like, I need a certain object or thing. I'm like, where?
No, she was on it.
Which drawer is the pajamas?
But I remember the parents were like, okay, so this is their nightly routine. Like, you need to give them a bath, get them ready for bed, whatever. And I was like, oh, I have to bathe them? Like, I don't, like, what if they drown, you know? But they took a bath together. And so I was trying to get the little boy in the bathtub, and he would not go. He was like screaming, crying, running through the house. And he's like running through the house naked at this point, because I got his clothes off, but then I couldn't get him in the bathtub. And the girl is just like in the tub, like doing her thing. She was old enough to like be in the water by herself.
Oh, you're also not filling the bathtub all the way
Yeah.
up. You're like filling the bathtub up to their like
belly
button or whatever.
But I could not get him in the tub, and I was like freaking out. So I called Mom, and she came over, and she was like, look, just don't give him a bath. It's fine. Like, I'm going to put him down to sleep, and you take care of the girl. And she helped me do this whole thing because he was still in a crib at that point. And I was like, thank God Mom left. I spent the rest of the night there. And then a few years later, we were both regular babysitters for this family.
Yeah.
A few years later, when the kids are a little bit older, I was talking to the girl and the boy, and she was like, you know, it's really crazy. We had a babysitter come over here one time, and she couldn't get Reed. I'm sorry, she.
We'll bleep the name.
She couldn't get him into the bathtub, so she called her mom, and I didn't want to be like, girl, that was me.
You remember the story, but you don't remember I was the one there.
You're telling me the story about what I did.
That's so funny that she was like, check out this incompetent babysitter story.
Me?
Yeah, it's stressful, especially when kids are having a meltdown.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to there were times where I did not know how to handle it. Like that same girl, I was trying to give her a bath, and she wanted to undress herself. She was at the age where she was doing things more independently. Oops, sorry. And she was trying to take off her sock, but she was pulling the sock from the toe.
No.
And she was yanking the fuck out of it, couldn't get her sock off. And I was like, can I take your sock off for you? And she was
No.
Absolutely not. But so frustrated and trying to take it off herself. And I was like,
she's very headstrong and to do
what
things
am I supposed to do?
You just be like, okay, figure it out then.
Yeah, I think I don't even know how I would handle it now. This is all when I was in high school. I would like to think I'm more chill now, but I don't spend a lot of time around kids.
Yeah.
Or taking care of kids anymore.
I know. That's
so I'd probably be thrown right back into the stress of it all.
I've just been realizing how much effort it takes to have a kid and raise, especially in those first few years, just getting them to figure out how the world works is a crazy task. I had this baby, 5-month-old, I was holding it, and she looked at me. Sorry, I know that's the second time I said it. Someone was like, "Why are you saying it? It's a baby." She looked at me, and her eyes went really wide. And I'm like, "I know the world is so shocking. I'm sorry." I'm like, I don't know if I have the energy to do that every day. These moms are strung out. When you meet them, I'm like, they're just like, I need help. I'm like, I feel you, girl.
Yeah.
If I have a kid, I want a nanny.
It's a lot.
I'm like, I need someone to help.
Yeah.
That to do it all by yourself, and I think our mom did it all by herself.
And yeah, she did. And they both worked.
Yeah, they both worked. We had babysitters too that were her students. The process of getting a babysitter now is so crazy. You have to have references and be certified in CPR and all this stuff. And then back then, when we were growing up, it'd just be yeah, I'm going to get this teenager who I teach to watch you. Or the woman who hired us, we were preteens watching her baby.
I know, you're very I understand the family we babysat for. I'm like, this is a family friend, and our mom and our family, but it's a different world now. She would refer me to other people. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it's it is a lot to trust a 15-year-old with your child.
People are a lot more aware of that now, I think, than they used to be. It used to be yeah, get the neighborhood kid to watch your baby, and now it's no, I want someone who
you're I don't fucking know
fully
you.
Trained.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's good that parents are more discerning of who's watching their child, but then I also think sometimes we forget that babies and children, even though there's a lot of danger to them in the world, they're also probably a little bit more resilient than we give them credit for.
They are. Because we're all here and grown up, and we're fine.
Yeah, and we didn't have... It used to be worse for babies.
Yeah. Well, we have another email.
We just got a letter.
Got an email. And if you would like to email us, the email is whatmomsay@gmail.com. That's WHATD as in Dick Momsay @gmail.com. Also, please follow us anywhere that you have a social media account. We're there.
And if you don't have a social media account there, make one and follow us.
Yeah. This email today is actually coming from somebody I went to middle school with.
I was so excited when I saw it in the inbox.
Yes, we were like best friends in the 6th grade. Loved her. And she wrote us in. The title of the email is Hello Mothers.
I felt
like, hi, daughter.
I felt like a gay goddess reading that.
Yes. Okay.
Mother is mothering.
We're mothers and these are our daughters.
Yeah.
And if you're a boy, you can be a daughter too. Okay, it says, hello, mothers Hannah and Tess. I hope this message finds you both well. Tess, not sure if you remember me, but we were friends back in middle school when I was a bit unhinged and not on medication. Of course, I remember you. You were not unhinged. You were cool.
I remembered her too.
Yeah, we used to write full pages in each other's yearbooks at the end of the year. She said, I've been enjoying your episodes and laughing along with your stories, which inspired me to share an unforgettable one about my own mom. I know you've talked about sexting before with Timely. Maybe it's time to bring it up again. Here's a little story. I was around 12 or 13 years old, sexting a boy who was a high school freshman, in quotes, definitely a red flag, during volleyball practice at the YMCA. We knew each other from church and somehow we exchanged numbers. Anyway, here's what happened next. I had just finished practice, feeling sweaty and tired, and I went to find my mom, who was sitting on the benches with other parents. One thing about my mom, she wears her emotions openly. She can't hide anything. I could tell she was upset. As I picked up my backpack and other school supplies, I noticed my phone was missing. This was the time before iPhones, so my Samsung SGHT239 didn't have a password. As we headed to the car, she started asking me about the boy. Let's call him Carl. She wanted to know how I knew him and where I met him. I played it cool and just denied everything, saying, "Oh, that guy from church, right?" Until she pulled out my phone and read our messages aloud. We weren't even in the car yet. The embarrassment I felt was intense. My face grew a shade of red I never knew existed. I looked around to see if anyone was nearby to hear the horror, the trauma. Needless to say, I was grounded and my phone was taken away for a whole week, but I just learned to be more careful and delete messages after texting this boy or others like him. Mm-hmm. These are my questions for both of you are, how would you react if you caught your own children sexting? 2, have either of you ever been caught doing something similar? 3, which past experiences with your mothers stand out to you as the most unforgettable or traumatic? Also, I totally agree with your take that furries have mental issues. No hate at all. But I do think UK guy might have a thing for belly buttons. Yeah. I love what y'all are doing, so please keep it up. My love to your parents. And Tess, I hope we can reconnect someday. With love, Jackie.
I love that.
You write so much better than the people on Reddit.
Yeah, thank you for all the love and for writing in and sharing that story.
I know.
How would you react if
you caught your own child sexting? Depends on the age, for sure. If they're like 16 plus, I would probably sit them down and be like, look, I know like you're exploring your sexuality with like your boyfriend or whatever, because that's the age that people start dating and those things get brought up. But I would be like, do not take nudes at all, because first of all, it's illegal at that age to be sending that kind of stuff. And I'd be like, just really think about, do you want this stuff to be out there? Because boys are not quiet about the stuff that they get, especially at that age. At my high school, there was a drop box where all the boys in the school put every nude of every girl into the drop box and they all shared it together.
Yeah, disgusting.
So I would really caution against that and just be like, I think at a certain age when you're a teenager, like 16, 17, you can just try to start making your own decisions.
Yes.
Like, I can't really, I don't think I would, I don't know.
Okay, but what about like at her age, she was around 12 or 13. That's maybe a little bit young
to
do that. So that gets a little more complicated.
No, younger, I would definitely take the phone away for a time, and I would make sure to block this guy and maybe inform his parents or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your older child is sending inappropriate messages to my 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Please
okay,
do
so that was
something.
all really good advice. Solid. I agree with that. But that's like everything you would do if you had a daughter sexting a boy. What do you tell a young boy? Like, it's the same thing. Like, be careful of who you send photos to, because they can get shared around, and be very respectful of anything you receive from a girl. I know it's very vulnerable to share, and
I would say the same thing. I would also say no photos at all.
Yeah,
no photos at all. That's
when you're
like,
a minor.
When you're a minor, that you could get arrested. Like, you don't need to be doing that at that age. It's just not smart at all. Like, the things that can come out, and you don't want other people to hear about it, and then people are talking about you at school. Like, that's a whole other embarrassment. And yeah, I'd probably be like, you need to be really respectful of. I would hope if I raised a son, he'd be respectful of women. But
yeah,
you know, like, when you have all these hormones rushing through you, like, you're not thinking.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go the route that her mom went and read them out loud, because I'd be like, I don't even want to reread these. Like, this feels like so gross to read what nasty things my child was sending and receiving.
I know, having your mom read your sex out loud, it is a lot like Timely's story, where her dad printed out the sex and read it to the entire family.
Yes,
at a restaurant. Mind you.
Yeah.
Have either of you ever been caught doing something similar?
Kind of.
Yeah. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so.
What was that website called?
Okay, there was this gaming game called it was called IMVU.
IMVU.
And you made like a little avatar person. It was kind of like Sims-ish, where you made like a little person, except you were interacting with other real people out online.
Yes.
It was like Club Penguin, but your avatar is a human, not a penguin.
They still have IMVU.
Okay.
I just Googled it.
Yeah, I don't know how we came across it, but we both set up accounts and made our own little girly pops walking around this game, and I think we were both in elementary school. I was at the oldest, I was in 6th grade, but I think I maybe was like 4th, 5th.
It was definitely in elementary school, because this happened at Jessie Ann, our first house. Yeah,
our first house. So I remember in the game I had a boyfriend, but actually not, because I was the other woman in the game. He had a girlfriend.
Oh my God.
Already.
You were the side chick.
I was the side piece for this guy, and
you could kiss on there? There was an option?
Like a little bit. It could get a little racy. I don't think I sexted anything. I don't even think I had the words. I didn't know any of that stuff.
No, I just remember like the avatars kissing each other, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it felt very risque. But did you have like a relationship on there?
I didn't have a relationship on there. I think like I can't remember. I think I just was like kissing different avatars or like weird, but our parents found out about it, and they got really, really upset, obviously, because we're speaking with strangers on the internet and like doing weird things. Obviously it's avatars, but that age is way too young, and we came up in a time where the internet and social media was like brand new while we were really little kids, and I don't think parents had the tools or knew how to do parental controls. They weren't aware of websites like this. Obviously today it's completely different. Like, you can monitor all of that.
You're gonna be aware that there's like creepy, weird, sexual, leaky energy, to use mom's phrase, like all over the place. And you may think you're chatting with another child, but you'd also be chatting with a weird adult.
But most of the time you're probably
both acting like children. I don't know.
Well, we would also go on like Omegle. Like, me and my friends would like get on Omegle, like the chat version, and people would be like ASL. And every time I'd be like, female, 18, Texas. I'm like, 13.
Yeah. So people are not like they say they are in a chat room or on games like this, but we got caught. And then our friend's dad worked with computers or IT. I don't know if you remember this, but I guess then it was extra embarrassing because not only did they find out we were doing this, which I guess it was inappropriate for our age, then but then they told our friend's dad, and then he had to come into our little computer room and set different parental controls on both of our computers. Cause
is this Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, we're bringing more people into it.
Yeah, not good.
And I guess I was no longer the side piece.
No, they were no pieces anymore.
No piece.
And the last question she asked is which past experiences with your mom stand out to you as the most unforgettable or traumatic? And
do we have time? No.
There's one coming to mind, but I don't want to share it on this podcast.
Okay. Share it privately.
You were there.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking about like unforgettable moments. Do you have one?
I feel like we tried to talk about this once, but we deleted the intro. But like the time we smoked a joint with her in Belgium, maybe we could like share the full story of that later. I feel like it's kind of what are we at with time?
We're at 27 minutes.
Okay.
I could do a quick rundown of it.
Do a quick rundown of it.
Okay, so I used to smoke weed in college. I don't anymore. Thank you.
Because she's not in college.
Yeah, I'm a real adult. But I went to Belgium with my dad and his friend. It was just the three of us. And I had this bag that I used to carry weed in. And I like had emptied it out and filled it with toiletries or something and put it in my check bag. We went, whatever. One night I like was looking in that bag for something and I pulled out a whole bag of like a gram of weed. And I was like, oh my God, I smuggled weed into another country. Like,
yeah. Oopsies.
And so I decided to tell Papa. And I was like, please don't tell Mom, but like I have this weed and I have to get rid of it, obviously. I have to smoke it. So he did end up telling Mom, which obviously that's his wife. So I get it.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I got to do something with the weed. So I like one day when they were out having beers, I was like, I'm going to go walk around. And I found a shop that sold rolling papers and I rolled 2 joints. I smoked one there, like out the window really late at night in our grandparents' house. And then the other one I stashed away in that room. And we didn't go back to Belgium for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know if the weed was going to work anymore. But like I went to the room, it was in the same spot, got it. And me and Mom all smoked it together like in Ghent, I think. Is that where we were?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm surprised the weed was still working.
It's like a powerful plant.
After that many years, it usually like doesn't work anymore. Like I did Googled about it before we went because I'm like, I wonder if I can even smoke
stored it
this.
in like a cool dark place, so I guess maybe that helped. I don't know.
Yeah,
it wasn't like sitting out in the sun for 3 years, but
Mom got so high and it was so funny. And Papa didn't know. Like we did this on our own.
He had a separate engagement that night. He was meeting up with some old school friends, and it was just the 3 girls.
Yes, we're like we're gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
We had pizza.
We had pizza first.
Oh my God, we should have had the weed first.
Yeah, I know.
But then we got back together with Papa, and I remember we're walking back to our Airbnb, and they're just talking. They're a little bit in front of us, and Papa turns to Mom, and he was like, "Are you high?" Like he could tell.
She was saying crazy shit. She was like, "What do people even do here?"
She was like, it's so beautiful. Look at the buildings. He's like, you lived here for like 7 years.
Also, like someone ran into her and she told them it's okay. And we were like, whoa.
Usually when someone like bumps into her, she's like, valid.
She's upset if someone bumps into her, which is like a normal reaction.
Yeah, but this was the first time I'd ever seen someone bump into her. And she's like, it's okay, don't worry about it.
I know. Like, you and I, we were walking behind them. We looked at each other like, Oh my God, did you see that?
Well, she should smoke more weed.
I feel like when people bump into me, I feel like an obligation usually to be like, oh, it's okay. But we shouldn't be like that. We should be default sober Marianne being like, how fucking dare you bump into me?
I disagree.
Energy.
I disagree.
I think it depends.
Most of the time when you're bumping into someone, it's a complete accident.
Yeah.
Like, people don't want to bump into you.
This guy bumped into her while like walking his bike too.
Oh, walking his bike. I was like,
Yeah.
on a bike is great. Like running down. He ran over her and she was like, it's fine.
I don't feel anything.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But that was a really funny time. Also, I just want to say thank you, Jackie, for writing in.
Yes,
and
thanks, Jackie.
Let's definitely connect. I'd love to get coffee or something. I just messaged you a few minutes ago. But when this comes out, it's going to be way later.
Take this offline.
Okay. We're only going to communicate through the podcast and emails from now on. Well, with that being said, are you guys ready for our guest?
I think they're ready.
Are y'all fucking warmed up and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm really... our guest today is another Houston comedian, and she's absolutely hilarious. She's like the best stage energy ever. If you ever see her, she will be twerking on the stage and doing impressions of her mom. She did a lot of those in the episode as well.
Yeah.
So amazing. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't know if I want to say much more like an intro. I feel like sometimes we like tell the whole story before we introduce the person.
The whole story, but one thing you can say is that when this episode comes out tomorrow, you'll be doing a new show she's running.
Yes.
You can say a word about that.
Yes, we're doing the New Moon show. It's an astrology and comedy show. We'll put the info down in the description, but that is tomorrow if you're listening to this the day it drops. But please welcome to the show Hannah Abney.
Life's a bitch, Hannah's gay. Tess got too many bills to pay, so they get together with Lily May and ask each other what mom say. They ask each other what mom say.
Call history with Tess, because we have a bunch of calls that are like over an hour.
We do?
Yeah, so it was like it'd be funny to put all the screenshots of how long our calls are somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like we'll get on the phone and then all of a sudden it's like most of the day has gone by.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Nikki's home. And I'm like, hi, I've been here for 3 hours.
Hey, cutie
Oh, she got in.
Hey, cutie.
We have a puppy.
We have a puppy in the studio.
Yes, she's also a girl,
is.
though. Hey, yes.
Did you stop recording it?
No, I didn't. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
catch
Hey,
it.
cutie.
All right, Lady Bird. Sorry, you have to go.
I love you. I love you, too. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. Do you want to check your audio?
If anybody's listening only, we do have the dog in the studio, and she's my daughter, kind of. Okay.
She's
Yeah,
your
she's your
doctor.
daughter.
Oh, my God. Lady Bird, what did Mom say? Oh, look, sorry. I almost got her back.
I know, it's really...
Mom said, don't poop
It's
on the
really,
rug.
really hard for me to say no to her or like get her out of the room because the way she like looks back, she's like with her little eyes, like I'm doing like the worst thing in the world ever. It feels like it.
Well, you are, because she has like the shortest memory. Like, this is the worst thing she can remember.
You're like, oh, that's true. She's like, it's never been this bad as it
Worst
is
thing
right
in
now.
recent memory.
Yeah, that's true. You're a dog's stepmom.
Yeah, I am. Well, I
Okay.
just, mom, straight up, like,
Yeah.
dogged her. I taught Paxi actually how to spoon. So now when I'm in bed, like, she'll be, like, going at the covers and I have to get it up. And sometimes if I'm wearing, like, one of Will's big sweatshirts, she gets confused and thinks that's the blanket, too. And I'm like, no. This is, no. But she has to get under the covers and then she, like, turns around and then she, like, little spoons me and I, like, hug her.
Aww.
Yeah.
Very
Cute.
sweet.
Actually, I received a call from your boyfriend a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, he was saying that.
The weirdest phone call. I thought like you were calling from his phone or something and like being like, oh, like I'm going to be late or like something had happened. But what actually was the case is he was asking me a question about using a name for his like 30-minute special taping.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a name that him and I and my friend Caitlin came up with a couple years ago when we were really drunk in my car.
Yeah, and you're like, you don't remember this.
It was so weird. I think I was telling them the first time I ever used a bidet, and it wasn't in someone's home. It was in a hookah lounge. And then somehow, like, the phrase dive bar bidet kept being said. And Will was like, that should be the name of your first special. And I was like, that's such a good fucking idea. And I, like, wrote it down. And like, a few weeks later, I found it. And I'm like, this is the stupidest thing. So I texted it to him and Caitlin. And I was like, do you guys remember this? This is so silly. And then he called me today. And he's like, are you going to use that name or can I use that name? And I'm like, that's why you're calling?
He's been waiting for years to
I was like, please use it.
Yeah,
like, I don't think I'm ever gonna use
dive bar
bidet. But it's a funny phrase of words.
The only time I've ever used a bidet was at a ramen spot on like 14th Street when I lived in New York. And I remember I didn't even realize it was a bidet. I just thought the toilet was broken. I was like, oh, fuck. I ruined it.
You thought you were getting squirted with toilet
yeah,
water?
I was like, I kept looking back. I was like, oh, God, nobody come in here. Oh, no. And then I realized what it was. And then I was like, oh, this feels so fancy for like this $20 ramen bowl of soup. So then me and my friend would just go, not really even for the food. We'd just be like, there's a bidet here. We can use a bidet.
Like, I need to wash my ass, but not take a shower.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Especially after you have something spicy like ramen.
100%.
You're going to want to...
You need to wash your ass.
It's true.
Well, speaking of New York, you grew up there, correct?
No, so I grew up in California, and then I moved to New York when I was 18. So I say I was raised in New York. Like, I was raised as a kid in California, but as a young adult, I grew up in New York. I was there 18 to 28. I moved by myself. I didn't know anybody. But my mom was born in Brooklyn. So
Okay, that's why I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, your mom is a New Yorker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It never leaves. She still says water. I remember the first time we went to visit New York, my mom was always like talking it up. And, you know, because she was born and grew up there. New York and Florida, classic. But we went, and this is so Jewish. We went, it was the summer after 9/11, and we got a great deal at the Plaza Hotel. Everything was on sale because nobody wanted to go. We were like the only people. They were so happy to have us.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, it just worked out. You know, it's like, what are you gonna? You know, like I think they upgraded us to like this Plaza suite. It was like
it sounds like a conspiracy theorist someone would have. Like, actually, the Jews did 9/11 so they could go on holiday.
Yeah. So we could get cheap points.
Yeah.
But and we were like walking in New York, and then my mom gets in like an argument with one of like the street cart vendor guys for over an orange Fanta because of how much he wanted to charge her, and it was like, yeah, it never leaves, you know. And then we're back home in San Carlos, and she's like, I'll take a water. Yeah.
So are both of your parents Jewish or just your
No,
mom?
my mom's. I say it on. I don't always say it on stage now because people are weird. But my mom's a Jew from Brooklyn, and my dad's a hog farmer from Missouri, and he's Christian. He's
Okay, so you're kind of like following in the footsteps.
Not a little bit.
Will is a hog farmer, but he has like
very redneck.
He's very redneck.
Yeah, and I was in Vegas with my sister last week, and I realized I was like. Because I joke, like, because my sister and I were twins, but, like, it's us. We're, like, the same person, just in alternate realities. You know, it's kind of like being in a Marvel movie. I'm like, oh, she's, like, Spideyverse, but just, like, a little different. And I was like, wow, we are Jewish rednecks. Because, like, we can't say no to a sale. And that's, like, the Jewish part, but also the redneck part. Because we're constantly just taking out lines of credit. Because we're like, oh, my God, this floaty is never going to be so cheap ever again. And so, yeah, we really are just redneck Jews. Like, my sister's telling me about all the concerts and stuff she's going to, but she's like, but the deal was so good, I couldn't say no to it. And
God.
and my dad had like all the credit cards growing up,
Okay.
So did you grow up on a hog farm?
No,
Okay.
I grew up in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you and your sister identical twins or fraternal?
No, we're mirror twins. My mom would say that, but I don't know if that's true. Sometimes she'd have things that she'd make up that would sound really nice. I don't know if she made them up or it's like a Snapple fact. Like she just thought she heard it and she just remembered it. Mm-hmm. But we're opposite. So I'm left-handed. She's right-handed. I'm a little bit more petite. She's just like a little bit of a wider build. She's got knockers. I have an ass, and she's got blonde hair and blue eyes.
Like looking in a mirror.
No, for real. Like just like it's like a loony bin opposite, but we sound very similar. Like we could call her on the phone. I don't know if she'd answer, but like our voices sound alike, and we have similar noses and cheeks. And then she does massage. I do yoga. We're both terrible with our money. Very similar taste with men in terms of like what we like. You know, I got the redneck. My sister's always dating like meth heads with no teeth. But it's California, and that's half the dating pool. So in her defense, but yeah.
What is your zodiac sign?
We're Libras.
Okay, all about balance.
Yes.
No, I was gonna say, do we look more alike than you and your sister?
Oh yeah. We used to have to show ID for people to believe us. Yeah, like we went to. I'll have to send you some pictures, but we went to. When you're younger, there's like the community center or whatever, and then like you're 10, and they're like, "Cool, we're gonna give you an ID," and yeah, nobody believed we were related, so we always had to show ID, and yeah.
And then were you two the only children your mom had?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did
2
she...
for 1. What a deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know
BOGO.
you can get it all in one go. How did she feel about having twins? Is she woo-woo like you? Is she like, this? There's something about this?
She'll say stuff like that, but like, I mean, she got me into yoga, but it was more for like the weight loss. But she is always like, everything, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And, she'd do the stuff where she's like, thank you so much for choosing me to be your mother. But she'd always say that I was the one who gave her sciatica because I was on the left side in her womb. And her sciatica's on the left side. And so I'd always come home and my mom is just, my mom's like a real jazzercise. Like she grew up overweight in the 60s, and so they put her in special ed. I talk about this on stage.
What the hell?
Well, they weren't
I don't know how
used to
the dots are connected through
Like,
that.
well, she's a slow runner, so let's put her
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
they're
slow
like, she's
class.
big. No, but they just, they didn't know what to do with you at that time. And, my mom.
The 60s were a
Yeah.
wild time in America.
No,
Fit her
they,
in the desk of the normal classroom.
they put her in special ed, but they gave her math for everyday life because they were like, you're not going to marry for money. You're going to need a skill. And that's how she got so good with numbers and how she, like,
You know
figured out her
what men
business.
love is when you know math for everyday life.
yeah, honestly.
It's a turn on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. She can balance a checkbook like nobody's fucking business. I don't even know what that means. I'm just like, my checkbook's balanced because it's empty, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because I'm not writing checks.
yeah,
I don't have a
exactly.
checkbook, so
No, I just swipe and it balances itself when it's like you're in the red, right? But
the universe will get you back.
yeah. Forget where I was going. Oh yeah, no, but she was always really dieting. So I'd always come home from school to like a puff of like smoke from like, the fat-free butter spray because she'd just make popcorn because it's bulk eating and just like, it's like a DBT or whatever the spray they'd put on the bugs in the 60s that kill you. It would be that in our house, but it's I can't believe it's not butter spray. And then she just like dun watching Law and Order, and it's like with the fat-free butter spray, like the whole can in one bowl. And she's like, Hannah, will you massage my sciatica? Like, so I just gotta go and rubber ass while Chris Nolan is like on the screen.
What I wonder is how does she know that you specifically were on the left side?
I don't. This is what I'm saying.
Like,
it's woo woo, but
I don't
is
think
it
you
like?
can-
Did she just make it
I know, I
up?
was gonna
Know
say, did
that.
she have anything on the right side that she could blame your sister for?
Not that I know of. I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, she always said I was on the left side, my sister was on the right, which I guess because I'm left-handed, so like, maybe I was on the right brain and vice versa. Who the
Yeah.
fuck knows?
Y'all never
Pardon my
switched
French.
around places in there.
I don't
guess.
know.
You
Anyone would
stayed
know
where
it
you
would
were.
be her.
I guess. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Like, that was the left.
Well, and
face.
I was the
I
reason
could
we
feel it
needed a
come out.
C-section because I was the one that was like feet first, which is how I go down a slide. So sorry. But I didn't know. So, yeah.
Pete, first, you wrote to us that your mom was neurotic.
Oh, yes.
And I feel like our mom has a little bit of neurotic
Neuroses?
energy. So I wanted to hear about that a little bit too.
Oh my God. So my mom's neuroses, I mean, I feel like it's kind of coming out in the way I'm
Yeah.
talking about her. But like, I feel like a lot of history I learned through my mom's neuroses without even realizing it. Cause she would just use history stuff when she was stressed. Like anytime she got lost, she'd just start yelling, Mayday, Mayday. Like someone's going to come fucking help. And this is before like, automated GPS. And, And then I just remember being like in high school and we're studying one day and then May Day comes up. I'm like, oh, I know about this event. And so she's very neurotic, just always like stressed. I'm very similar. Like, you know, she's fine, but if something goes wrong, then it's like 0 to 100. It's like, oh God, oh no, May Day.
You lose your key and then the whole day is ruined.
Forget it. Yeah.
Yes.
And she's constantly losing things. And it's like, where is it? Oh no, oh God, we're going to be late. She's always worried about being late.
Does anything calm her down?
Just figuring it out. Yeah.
Finding the key.
She doesn't drink. She used to smoke a lot of weed when she was younger, and she would tell us that because every summer, since I was like 6, we would go to Las Vegas, and it started because my grandma Yetta retired there, and so we went one year to visit her. Funny story, my parents were already divorced, but I didn't know because my dad came with us because my mom wouldn't tell her Jewish mother that she got a divorce.
Wait, this is like a rom-com where it's like, pretend to be my husband.
Yeah, so he had to come and pretend. So
it's
that
opposite Parent Trap.
And but so then we would go to Vegas every summer afterwards. It just became like a family thing. And anytime we walk the strip, you know, they have all the little cards for like the stripper prostitutes or whatever. And my mom would see it and get inspired to give us the don't do drugs talk. So she'd see and she'd be like, girls, don't do drugs. Take it from your mother. I've done everything. PCP, horse drink. I've done it all. Well, let me tell you, if there was one drug if you held a gun, if I had to, it would definitely be marijuana. It's such an incredible high. I would just be stoned in the 80s, eating brownies, watching Laverne and Shirley.
Oh my
You know?
God.
And then weed became legal. And okay, this is her neuroses. So weed became like, it's legal in California now, right? Mm-hmm. But at first it was medicinal. My mom was stressing out about her appointment to get a medical card. She was like, Hannah, do you think they're going to believe I have anxiety? I'm like, Mom, I think just asking that, they're going to believe. Yeah. And also, every dog she rescues ends up on Prozac. I'm sorry. I think
she's passing something on.
Oh, absolutely. She gets mad like when people walk their dog past her house because she's like, they should know better. My dog can't handle that. Because her dog's like freaking out.
They
She's
both
like,
can't
why do they
handle
have
it?
to walk in front of my house? They know how the dog is.
Oh my God. I can't believe her like drug talk turned into basically condoning drugs. Like
endorsement.
That would make me want to do drugs.
Oh yeah, we would get, well, like I remember like 10 years ago, this was when there were flip phones. I wish I had this video, y'all. So my mom visited me when I was living in New York, and you know, she's with me and like my bestie, and we're smoking a joint. and then she shows me this video. This is the neuroses, right? So like guilt trips, right? Like, okay, I gave her sciatica, you know, whatever. When we grew up, now it's on the cats. Now the cats get the guilt trips. So we had these 2 cats that were brothers, and Larry and Terry. And Terry was gay because we thought he was supposed to be a girl, but he turned out to be a boy anyway. And he was so fat he made it into a fat cat's calendar. And my mom is very like,
wait, how do they even find cats for that calendar?
you know, he was big. They spotted him, and he made it.
Who's spotting these cats?
He's inside though, right?
No, but he made it into and it's a great photo of him. It kind of looks like he's touching himself. You know how cats are. And so he made it into the calendar. And, you know, my mom, you know, jazzercise mom, like, you know, special ed for being overweight. This bothers her. She wants Terry. She's so proud of her cat right now because he's lost 1 pound. Like, she wants a medal. Anyway, and so.
That's a lot of weight for a cat.
A pound is a lot of weight, yeah.
It's like 5 pounds for a human.
Maybe, yeah, which is like a couple of weeks of dieting at least. That's a lot of Weight Watchers points. And so Terry is like, you know, patting this little toy, right? And my mom's just like, she does voices for the cat, so she's filming this. We're watching this stoned. She's like, Terry, why are you sad? And she just has the cat go, oh, I'm just waiting for my brother Larry to come home from camp. And my mom moves the camera and she goes, Terry, Larry's not at camp. He's on the fireplace because Larry had passed away. So she's got his ashes. I'm always wondering, I'm like, who's going to have to inherit all the ashes from all the dead cats? Because there's so many.
How many?
Oh, yeah. Some people have, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, I guess fucking Christmas ornaments and, like, holiday cards. We just have boxes of cats' ashes.
Oh my gosh.
How did she get into adopting so many cats and dogs? Did she
Well,
always
I
do
mean,
that?
yeah, it's not that many, I guess, but she just always inherits them. She inherits them from my sister and I. Like she's become like CPS.
Oh, it's y'all's fault.
Yeah, she's like Cat Protective Services
Got
over
it.
here. Like she's just
And
like
she can't turn on a free cat. That's a deal.
a 100%, and then it's someone for her to love and be like, listen.
So she created this whole play where the cat forgot that his friend was dead.
Well, no, that his brother was dead. Not that
Yeah,
he
sorry.
forgot, but she was just reminding him, I guess. Well, they have short memories. They have short memories.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You gotta keep yourself entertained somehow.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
she's hilarious. I do, and it's like funny because you get older, you realize you're like them. Like when I first moved to Houston, I was living with my ex and his uncles. And they had this dog, Pulga, and I was bored out of my fucking mind. And so I was just like talking to Pulga. I was making songs for Pulga. I threw fiestas for Pulga. It was crazy. All
love
my life
that.
revolved around this Chihuahua that wouldn't let you touch him. And like he would bark
Is that
at
a
a
metaphor
face.
for like other relationships?
Honestly, dude, seriously. No, I was reading a book one time and he attacked me because there was a face on the cover. He was like the most machismo dog you ever meet. This guy, I swear.
It's a toxic
Yeah,
ass dog.
yeah, toxic masculinity dog.
If any dog is gonna have toxic masculinity, it's gonna be a Chihuahua.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
so sorry. I'm sorry
He had
if
a
that's
fat
racist,
neck. He had a
but-
fat neck too.
Okay. Got it. The collar
I
didn't
got him a
fit.
chain, like a gold chain with a P on it for his birthday.
Very cute.
Cute.
He wouldn't let me touch him with it though. His dad would have to wear like a hawk wrangling gloves to pick him up, and he had like a little Pringles like a duck beak that he'd put on him when they'd give him a bath.
It's like why even have the dog at that
Well,
point?
Pulga
Sounds
was more of
feral.
like a roommate who didn't pay rent, because he would just
Yeah.
walk himself. It was A-Leaf. He would walk himself around the neighborhood. And
It's like I'm fucking tough. You're
No,
like,
He has his
absolutely.
chain.
you're
No one's
1
gonna mess
foot
with
tall. Like
Yeah.
no, but actually he got hit by a car one time and he made it. You should see the car, actually. It was just... And his uncles, the tios were just roasting Pulga because then me and Karina, his mom, are sobbing. We were like, oh, poor baby, pobrecita. And Pulga comes out with his tongue like stitches in it. And Rico and Oscar are just like, pinche Pulga. Like, he's fine.
he'll be fine. He's one of us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He worked construction, I'm sure, in a past life. But
Oh my
amazing.
goodness. So, you mentioned your mom took a lot of care of cats and dogs. What was she doing during the day? Like, what was
So
her
she was a
job?
mortgage broker. So she had her own business for like 35 years. She would help people refinance their loans. And one of my first did y'all have allowances growing up?
Yeah,
I feel
we
like such an
did.
astle. I haven't asked you guys about your
I
mom.
Didn't.
It's okay.
I'm really glad you brought this up because Hannah got an allowance and then I never got one.
What? Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think when you started like high school, mom gave you like $75 a week. Is that correct?
I honestly don't remember. That's a lot.
That's
if that's
so
what
much.
It was.
It was a lot.
I
And
don't think she gave me that much a week.
I just burped
like
into the
four.
microphone. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's all good. It was something like or $50 a week. I swear it was
That's crazy.
75 or something. It was.
It had to be no more than 60. I promise.
Oh my god, that's still so much. I got $2 a week, and then when I got older, it was $5. But so my mom's business, this was before the internet, right? So she would send out rate sheets every month, where it lets you know what the rates are, and she would send out 500, and it would be me and my sister were 5 in like the basement, folding all of these by hand, stuffing them into envelopes, licking them, stamping them, dating them for $5.
my
And if
gosh.
we put the stamp on the wrong side or if we dated it wrong, we're 5. We don't know how to address an envelope. She gets so mad at us.
my gosh,
That's
those
gonna,
were not.
that's gonna, I'm gonna deduct 25 cents for
Oh
everyone
yeah,
that you get wrong.
she was like serious about this being on our resume.
Yeah, I mean, it's a family business, right?
Exactly.
Like little Christmas elves.
Wait, so when you got an allowance, what did you get?
I didn't get one. That's
What
why I'm
the
pissed
heck?
You
because
never got one.
Maybe you were supposed to
never-
share. Maybe that's
I
why
never
yours was
got
so
one.
high.
I remember you got one, and then I was really excited because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get an allowance." Mom was like, "You'll get one when you're her age," and when I reached that age, it didn't happen, and I did bring it back up.
She was like, we spent way too much money on your older sister's
Yeah,
allowance.
we should have given her $5 a week.
Oh
Yeah.
No, and then I think I got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that year.
Yeah.
So
You got a
I was
job
like,
at
you
where
know
I
what?
was working.
I'll make my own money.
Oh my god, where are y'all working?
Kumon.
Takuma.
Oh, that's like a sushi spot, right?
Close enough.
It's Japanese.
Yes, and the kids make the sushi.
Oh my
It's a tutoring center.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
It's not even a tutoring center.
It is a worksheet factory.
It's a learning center. So if you send your kid to Kumon, the people at Kumon are not going to help your kid with their homework.
That's true.
They have their own curriculum that they put you through. It's supposed to help you be really quick with your math and reading skills. Mostly math. Like the program was built to like make children
Sounds like-
little computers.
Sounds like
Yeah.
math for everyday life.
Oh,
Were they fatties?
Yeah, we made them run on treadmills while they counted.
Exactly.
You had
If you
weighted
run for 5
crayons.
miles at 3 miles per hour at a 12% incline, how
Oh,
much
God,
weight are you
no.
gonna lose by the
I'm
end
gonna
of the
vomit.
week, Timmy?
I'm terrible at math. No.
I am too.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It was a job.
Yeah.
It was a job.
I liked it, but I mean, it paid nothing.
Yeah. My first job was at Hot Dog on a Stick. It's this like California spot. It's like I was in the food court, and
What'd you guys sell?
well, hot dogs on a stick. Technically speaking, it's a corn dog, but corn dogs are frozen. Hot dogs on a stick are made fresh. Corn dog is the C word at Hot Dog on a Stick, and that's what my manager said.
At my job, the C word is cunt. So
Yeah. No, corn dog equivalent, okay? And we had the striped outfits, like red,
so
blue,
cute.
white, yellow, the shorts, and like a big top hat, and we had to stomp lemonade by hand.
Were you guys also like roller skating? Like
No,
handing
but
out?
if it was bigger, we probably could have. And whenever you had the cornbread batter ready, you had to yell "batter up!" and be us in the food court, just like 500 stomps for like a gallon of lemonade when you're busy, and like some old dudes just waiting in line. Like, yeah, my triceps were jacked. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You guys are like the Buc-ee's guys. So
Yeah.
they're like, brisket on the board.
Heck yeah. No, and I was very much like the SpongeBob character. Like, I'm super excited.
I
Like,
see that for you.
Yes.
You wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So, oh yeah, they had like a lemonade selling contest. I was like, everyone had to get the pitch. And then I got a job that way because someone was like, you're great. Come work for me. So then I got a job at this like upscale restaurant in Palo Alto.
Nice.
So yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, can you tell us a little bit more about your mom's childhood?
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, so my
Growing up
mom's
in
childhood
Brooklyn?
was traumatic. So my mom's one of
Great.
7. Yeah. No, she's one of 7. Her mom was like kind of single mom because her dad was like, he was like a gunner in World War II. And he had like schizophrenia and stuff, got a lobotomy. And so, was kind of put away, passed away. And so it was like my mom, like they're the only Jewish family on welfare, Carter administration sending them toys and stuff, fighting over a can of soup. So my mom
What?
grew up really, really poor.
What was this? The 50s?
60s. Yeah.
Why did I think Carter was earlier than that?
Yeah. She grew up really poor, but like, was on her own at like 17 or 18, made a living for herself, busted her ass, got her own business going, kind of fell into it because I think she was like someone's like assistant or something, or she was working in an office somewhere and somebody was just like, hey, you want to go into business together? And she was like, okay. And then they did. And then the one girl that she started with wanted to spend too much money in terms of scaling too soon, which she's always like, that's how you go out of business. And then they split. And my mom went on her own and one woman shop, worked from home. But she was like busy, like on the phone constantly, stressed because having to deal with banks, I kind of feel like I'm very much her customer service style when I work at the deli because I'm very much like, she was always like, listen, sweetie, I'm your Jewish mother. Like if you hire her, she's your new adopted Jewish mom and she's going to be real neurotic, but she's going to get the best for you because she cares. And so she's just around the clock trying to get the best deal for her clients and like, treat them like they're her kids. And I feel like I'm that way at the deli in a sense because I'm like, listen, I see what you're saying. We're going to get the best deal for you. I know a workaround, so we save some money on that coleslaw here.
You work at a deli?
Yeah, I work at a New York deli at Kenny and Ziggy's.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, cool.
Do you work at the one that Adam works at?
Yeah, I mean, there's only one location, but Adam's not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So, but I don't know. Both of my parents, the older I get, the more every now and then things will come out about their childhood. Main thing I know is just like my mom's childhood was traumatic. Things her mother would say, and my mom like didn't really talk to, like, once she moved away, she didn't really talk to anybody. She ended up in California because her sister was there, and then her sister wasn't really the greatest with her, and so she doesn't really talk to. I have a big extended family. I don't know any of them. My mom's one of 7. My dad's one of 4. Don't know any of them. When I moved to New York, I got an email from one of my mom's brothers, like long lost uncle. But I was like, my mom and I had it hard enough with each other, like getting along. Like, if she says they're like not cool, or she had a hard time with them, I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of regret that. I wish I had gotten back to him, but I was like 20 at the time.
You still could.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's been so long. It feels weird though. I don't know.
Yeah,
It feels weird.
I mean, if they're open to it, you could reach out.
Intimacy stuff with family feels weird, right? Because it's like if you don't grow up having a family, then it's like finding someone being like, oh, that is my family now. And now how do you be open and engage with them? And what does that even mean? What does family even look like? It's,
I think even if you do grow up with your extended family around, like, it doesn't mean you're going to be necessarily close with them. Like,
oh, yeah.
we visited with my mom's siblings and all of our cousins all the time. I'm not really close with many of them. I mean, I was also the youngest kid, so I was like a baby when they were all like teenagers, but it's still, I think, sometimes you got to find your own family.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
that's exactly. It's like people that you meet and
Yeah, not that I don't love those people, but
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't really know you guys.
Yeah.
It's like the people you see on holidays, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Well, we never really did, like, I mean, every now and then my mom, like, some of her good friends would invite us to, like, Christmas parties and stuff like that. But we never really did anything. Like, we would go to the movies for Christmas, go to the movies for Thanksgiving. My mom loves popcorn, so she would, and, like, diet, right? So she would, like,
spray butter.
She would save up for it. She would be like, every Thanksgiving, she'd be like, listen, girls, I'm getting a medium popcorn. I'm not sharing extra butter. And one year we went and like they've got the popcorn movie display and my mom just starts eating it. She's like, oh, this is stale. And we're like, yeah, Mom, it's the display. What are you doing?
Oh my God. That's not good.
Oh no.
Yeah, but so we just never really did like family stuff like that, even amongst ourselves. Like we had our own rooms. We would like microwave our own food. We'd go to our own rooms. We'd yell across the hall, love you, good night, love you, good night. And if someone didn't hear and didn't respond, then it was like, fuck you, bitch. Because you didn't say it back.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
yeah.
Did you and your twin have your own separate rooms?
We shared a room for a while, and then my mom, like, this was before the crash of 2008, because like the housing crisis and all that.
But this sounds like a very early 2000s childhood.
Yeah.
The microwave. And
Yeah, the lean cuisines,
Yes.
the kid cuisine meals or whatever. But no, my mom was she had like we moved in this really nice house for like we were only there a couple of years because it was super expensive. But that's when we all had our own rooms. And then my sister dropped out of high school, and then my mom and I moved back to the smaller place. And I was 16 at the time, so it was a duplex. So my mom was on one side, I lived on the other, because otherwise we'd get along. So pretty much lived on my own in high school.
Okay, got it.
She would give me an allowance for groceries, but like, I just worked full time and went to school.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you butt heads with your mom as a teenager. Was your
Yes.
sister's relationship the same? with
Oh
her?
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, my sister moved out at 16 because my mom found her doing stuff with a guy, and my sister was like, I don't want to. Well, she also didn't like school, but so she moved in with my dad.
Okay.
And my parents live close by, but my dad has like my mom actually had a studio, and she gave it to my dad so that my dad could stay close to us, which is really sweet when they divorced. Yeah.
What was it that you guys didn't get along about? Just
We're very similar, I think, and we would butt heads a lot. I hate to admit that we're similar, but we are very similar, like temperament, like we just stress each other out. I think like moms and daughters just have that,
you can't have two people freaking out at the same time.
Oh my God. And then, well, she's always like doing like the weight stuff, and I was anorexic. My sister and I, like, we both had eating stuff, like my sister like went to food. I just ran from food, but we both, so yeah, things like that,
Yeah, she was always trying like all the different fad diets that were going on.
Well, I think it's one of those things where it's hindsight's 2020. You experienced something hard growing up, and so you want what's best for your kids. You don't want them to go through what you went through. But then inadvertently, you end up like doing the opposite, right?
She didn't want you to be in special ed.
Exactly. No, she didn't.
If you eat this cookie, you will be in the slow
100%,
class.
100%. And so,
Yeah.
So I think it came from a good place because she grew up in a time too where it was like, you know, she was asking me and my sister when we're going to get married or give her grandchildren when we're younger. But like, imagine in the 60s, like that was really the thing. And
Yeah, you
culturally
to find a husband
too.
by the time you were 13.
Yeah, and if
or
you're
you were
fat,
an old maid.
you're fucked. Nobody's going to marry you. You're going to have to be a
Yeah.
seamstress.
You're gonna need to learn everyday math.
Yeah, exactly.
To get a
And
man.
so,
But she found a hog wrangler.
my mom was cute. Looking back, she was cute. Like pictures of her.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
How did your parents meet?
they met in an exercise class in the 80s because my dad my dad has a degree in physical education. He was going to teach PE, and he was real big on tennis, and he was like a umpire for minor league baseball, so he wanted to like do sports and stuff. And so yeah, they met. I just picture them in windbreakers in San Francisco.
I know,
let's
like,
get it
shaking
on.
their hips.
Yeah, let's do this.
What's that movie with Jamie Lee Curtis where they're dancing in the?
Oh, with John Travolta. I know what you're
Yes.
talking. I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just always picture that when people are talking about workout classes in the 80s.
Yeah, just
they're like weird
Wet.
gyrating.
well, and my mom
you're like,
really
"This will help
is
you
like
lose weight." Yeah.
she's queen of the TMI. You know, like you ask her sex life stuff, she'll tell you too much information. Like you don't want to hear it. I get a lot of that from her. You know.
Is she dating now?
No, she hasn't dated honestly since like shortly after the divorce. Neither of my parents have. So
Why don't they just get back together?
no.
There's usually a reason for divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she tell you what the reason was?
You know, they both have their own reasons. Like my mom's just like, my dad's messy. She couldn't take it anymore. And then my dad's like, oh, hell, Hannah, you know how women are. It's women.
Like, Dad, I'm a woman.
Yeah, no, they both have their own, you know. Yeah,
Their own reasons.
exactly.
So what was the sex talk for you as a kid? If she was
Yeah,
like a
how'd
TMI.
I mean, the sex talk really, I mean, it's not like she went into detail on that, in all honesty. She was just always like, she did show me on herself how to use a tampon. My therapist actually in high school taught me because she put it in like a water bottle and like explained because my mom was like, I was afraid I was going to get it in the wrong hole, you know, and then we're trying to go to the lazy river and swim, and I'm afraid I'm going to have this like trail of blood behind me. And this is where the anxiety clashes,
Yeah.
right? So
no,
instead
you would
of
definitely know if it was in the wrong hole.
yeah,
Like-
instead of just being like, hey,
Yeah.
not going to happen. Also not going to be like, you know, Red Sea behind you. That's right. My mom just we just doubled down on each other. She's just like, oh God, no, here, let me show you. And she's like, Hannah, look while she's doing it. I'm like, I can't tell which hole still. So, I don't know. I was afraid
I feel like I would feel insulted if I was showing someone my hole and they were like, I don't know what hole you're
Still
doing.
not sure what's
well, because
happening
you know they
there.
tell you in like
You have so many flaps, Mom.
I almost said special ed, but they tell you like in sex ed that it's like, you know, you got the pee hole, you got the vagina hole, you got the booty hole. They make it sound like the booty hole and the vagina hole are really close, but if you've played with your taint, there is so much space. No, anybody.
Some people's are much closer together than others.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that I have that much space.
Have you? How many fingers can you put on your taint, your perineum?
I
Have
don't
you ever?
know.
Well, you need a
Fingers can you put on
massage. Honestly, a lot of people don't ever touch down there. If you really
Okay.
touch down there, I promise you, there's more space than you think.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to check it
Intimate
out
with your
later.
taint later.
Yeah. No, you need to.
Yeah.
I did not know that there was a separate pee hole for like way too long. Like I had sex ed and like I didn't know until very late in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd already had my period and then I was like, wait, what? There's
So-
another hole. Because I hadn't used a tampon yet.
Yeah.
So. Because someone was like, well, obviously because if you put a tampon in, you can still pee. And I was like, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Like,
really? That's funny.
Some men don't know that. Some grown men don't know that.
Yeah, a lot. Well, yeah, you know, a lot of guys.
It's only okay for young girls to not know that.
Yeah.
It's true.
And young boys, they shouldn't think about that.
yeah, not for a while. Although, ask questions, young
Yeah.
men.
Yeah. I don't know.
Please.
Get to know the person you want to be in love with.
Right? Yeah. Well, yeah, vaginas need attention too.
I know. I saw this video of a woman asking her boyfriend to grab her a tampon. And he hands her one. She goes, "No, I don't like that flavor." And he was like, "What? What flavor do you want?" Like, she convinced him that we could taste different flavors of tampons. She's like, "I want grape."
I want you to dip your dick in ranch because it's gonna taste so good.
The visual
That's
of
why I
that
asked you to
alone.
shower beforehand, because your dick tastes like shit.
I want white cheddar on this cock right now.
I cannot believe the flavors you're choosing.
I know. I'd be like, marshmallow.
I want moose crunch, okay? Chocolate caramel, let's go.
That's better. That's
Honestly,
better.
if coochies could, that would be dangerous. I would always have something in me. I would just be like, sorry, I gotta switch this sucker out.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to.
There's no calories. Are you kidding? My pussy can't gain weight. I would eat everything.
Well, there are women out there who do consume alcohol through
Yeah, through buttholes. Yeah.
buttholes.
I literally almost shit myself earlier today, and I was like, this is why we don't do anal, Hannah, because things just
Wait,
fall out.
Are those two things connected?
I don't know. It just made me think about that.
Oh, I was like, did you do anal yesterday?
You're like, I don't
No.
need anything that's gonna make me lose more control over what I have.
Exactly. Well,
going
yeah,
on
because I
back
was just
there.
thinking, because like a lot of people will say, you're an adult when you shit yourself.
Have I said that to you?
I
I've
don't-
said that to a lot of people.
I've said that to a lot of people. We probably said it to each other.
Probably
It's
crossed
a
paths
common
on that.
phrase because a lot of people get older and they realize, oh yeah, you shit yourself when you get older.
Sometimes, sometimes you're young and you just think it's a fart.
Yeah, yeah. But when you're older, it
shit
just becomes
happens.
more common, right?
Yeah.
But then if you put stuff up there, it makes it even harder, right? That's what I was thinking earlier.
Yeah, you gotta maybe you gotta do butt kegels.
Beagles.
Beagle. That's how they got their name.
Yeah. They're always digging, those guys.
Oh my goodness.
They
Get through
are.
fences.
With their little floppy ears.
Yeah.
They do. They're cute. It's like ruining
Okay, back to
beagles for
moms.
people.
Yeah, back
Sorry.
to moms.
I'm
Back
so
to moms.
sorry, you guys.
Oh yeah, so when I had my period, because you were talking about that. Sorry, guys. When I had my first period, because I grew up in a naked house, we were just naked all the time. And
Well, there's no man, right?
yeah, I know my mom was like single mom, like ran her own business, did well for herself. She's always walking around naked, singing like Tina Turner, Whitney Houston, just hyping herself. She's like, she works hard for the money, toot, 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 like shit like that. Or just like, if anyone should ever write my life story. Like just a guilt trip. Like what a guilt trip, right?
my
Like, Hannah,
gosh.
you got to win an Oscar. You got to do something. You got to talk about your mother. And but she was there, brushing her teeth when I went to the bathroom and got my first period. And then she starts crying. She's like, oh, Hannah, you're a woman. I was like, this isn't even my bat mitzvah. She was so excited.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
I guess so. I don't understand this thing about like crying over like your kid getting a period.
Well, I think it's like a,
It's like
a
when they
time
graduate
stamp.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
It's like something to cry for because
It's like, oh my gosh.
a milestone.
I'm
Time
more like,
flies.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Like the next 40 years is gonna be really annoying once a month.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time, especially the luteal phase, man. It's like the older I get, the more I can tell like the different stages of my cycle. I'm like, oh, like I'm being a bitch right now because it's the third week or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I
don't
if
be
you guys
keeping
can relate to
track.
that. I had to start keeping track because I'm really paranoid about getting pregnant. So I'm like, I need to know that it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, I need to know that it didn't happen when it was supposed to happen. But I'm like, is the government listening to those things now?
I think a lot of period tracker apps were built by men, and I don't know what they do with the data.
Dude,
And we live in Texas,
there's
so
a
I don't know.
feature where you can share your info with your partner.
Like
hey,
he
so
would
if
read
you
it.
wanna know-
How many times do they even ask how your day was? They just start talking, and the minute you interrupt, they're like, "Ugh, you never listen." I'm like, "You didn't even." Okay, all right.
Well, it's just so funny. They're like, your fella's gonna want to know when you're about to be fucking insufferable. Can you please share this information with him? It's like, why else would that feature be there? You know, it's like
I feel like that would piss me off if if a man was like, I know you're luteal right now, I'd be
Yeah.
like, don't fucking talk to me
Like, I can
Yeah.
about my
Although I
luteal
gave
phase.
Brian a hug the other day, and he was like, "Are you ovulating right now?" And I was like, "How did you know?" He was like, "Because of the way you just smelled me." I was like, I'm so sorry. I guess I did it for too long.
That's so funny.
You
Just
let it
wanted to say
linger.
hi. Make sure you bathed today. No, it's wild. Okay, moving on. Back to moms.
I know. I was trying to like hold my tongue because I could talk vaginas forever.
I
I'm like,
know.
I will change the subject real
You
quick.
are the person that when I hear the word yoni, I think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could have a whole separate talk just on that, and I will
Yeah.
tell you to.
We'll have you back
Yeah.
and we can talk just about yoni.
For real.
I'll let you know how big my taint is.
Yeah. Seriously.
That would be.
I would love to know.
So
Okay.
disturbing for me.
Oh, y'all didn't do masturbating stuff? Growing
Not
up?
with the taint.
But we've talked about this, like fun slumber parties.
I really remember like slumber parties where like our friends would be like, "I dare you to Google porn right now."
Oh my
And
God.
I'd be like, "Ah!" Like just sitting there like, "Oh my god, what's happening? What is that?"
So it was my bat mitzvah, and my sister and I were twins, right? So we would always kind of argue over like fight over friends, and we'd always end up sharing like a best friend, but it was typically a best friend my sister found first, and I had FOMO, and so it was like me and my sister and our two besties, and it's like the night after my bat mitzvah, and we're partying, and we are like watching Moulin Rouge, all the cool girl movies, right? And my mom, we were at the bigger house at the time, and it was like on a hill, and it had this big patio, like porch out front, but on a hill, no houses in front. People can see down the hill, and so it's late. We're naked, running around because we're 13. We're like, this is the coolest thing to do is to flash people. And my sister's got knockers, and they're just like jingling. And she's got a guitar, and she's just knockers over, like playing the guitar. And we're running around. It's like a weird little like thing. Like
you guys
she
are
has,
like the Yaya sisterhood.
This feels very California.
yeah. And my
Yeah.
mom like sees us. She wakes up. She sees us. She's like, oh my god! And then like so upset. And I just remember
Like we learned this from you, Mom.
yeah. We didn't sing Whitney Houston. That was the problem. But and so
She's like, that's the wrong number.
yeah. Let me show you how it's done. But I just remember my besties. They got like pale white because they're afraid their mom's gonna get called, and they're like shaking as my mom's like, "That's it." But yeah, no, we had fun slumber parties.
Did she call it? Did she call the?
I don't
parents?
think she did. She
No,
didn't.
because how do you explain like
Hey,
at my house? This
your
is what
daughter
happened
was
to you.
naked running around on the porch. I don't think we were naked. We were just topless, but still, we were like, woo!
Yeah, I mean that's bad enough at that age.
Yeah.
So now as an adult, do you keep a naked household, or would you?
I mean,
Is that how you would run things as a mom?
oh, if I had a kid,
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
definitely not. Having had worked with kids, no,
Yeah. Be like really strict? Or?
No.
Okay.
no. But I don't think I'd walk around naked all the time. Like,
Yeah, our mom
No.
didn't do that.
I mean, my
Yeah.
mom had underwear on, but it was like, the big. I have a joke about this too, but I used to think that like when you get older, you just have a fat vagina because I didn't realize you could stuff your belly into your underpants. I
Okay.
thought
You thought high-waisted panties were
that I thought
all
anything
vagina
below
in
the
there. You
hadn't
underwear
learned about
is
the fupa
vagina.
yet.
Yeah. If it's in the underwear, it's your vagina. So, and my sister and I, we would give like we would do all the things on our dolls, So we would like do liposuction. We'd like take the stuffing out and stitch them back up. We went to the circus and they gave us clown noses. We were like, these will be great tits. We glued them on. It was like Sid's Funhouse with the kids. And so we would just, take socks and stuff them in their pants and just give them fat vaginas so they'd be adults. And
And you're like, look, Mom, it's you.
yeah, and we'd have them like marry teddy bears and get divorced. We'd do all the things. We had teddy bear divorce court,
Kids really like work a lot of stuff out through play. For
Yeah,
sure. Like it reminds
it's
me
true.
of the girl I nannied who like had like her Barbies were just like always pregnant and always giving birth. And like, I was like, what are you trying to say?
Did she give her Barbie a vaginoplasty? She was like, this
She
Barbie
did
needs a
not,
vagina
thank
rejuvenation.
God. I don't think I could deal with a 5-year-old doing something like that. Be like, what is happening?
Sometimes I wish my parents were drinkers because it would have been fun to have like little mini bottles at my like dolls' tea parties. Like if they had like a little Svedka, I'm like, I wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah. Oh, just a little fun time.
Yeah.
You said that you went to Israel with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about that trip?
Yeah, so it was like a dream for my mom, you know, because like her grandma Fanny, my great grandma, this was like Grandma Fanny's like the anchor that like got to America. She sailed in 1912, and my mom would like give us all the stories about Grandma Fanny, you know, guilt trips whenever we're like misbehaving.
She come from like World War
Austria. So it was like there have been programs for centuries against Jews in Europe, and it was like not a good time still.
Okay, but it wasn't the Holocaust one, but it was
no,
another
but there
bad
was
one.
still family there that
Yeah.
you know, like her sister and people who died, I'm sure. But so she sailed, and my mom would always be like, anytime, you know, we don't want to do something. Grandma Fanny sailed from 1912 all by herself. She was 14, 4'10" with huge tits. Like, again, like, it's always about the tits. Guys were staring at her tits. You know how uncomfortable she was. So it was always Grandma Fanny. And so Grandma Fanny was like my mom. Like I said, she wasn't close with her family, but she was close with Grandma Fanny. And Grandma Fanny, I'm sure, would have loved to go to Israel. And so we went together. We did like a tour. And it was like secular. It was like a history tour, which was really cool. We did like...
Was this the like Birthright?
No, Birthright's a different thing. I did that with my sister. But this was just a history tour. Like anyone can go, you know? Not everyone on the tour was Jewish, you know. I realized everybody goes there to Israel before they die because it's like the spiritual place for like all the religions. And I was the youngest person on the tour. I was 24 at the time, and everyone's asking me to open their water bottles because they all had arthritis. And we go, and my mom would have loved for my sister to have gone too because it was like a dream to take her girls. But and like I forget why, but my sister didn't come, and so it was just me and my mom, and it was a fun time. It was It was just, it's funny because like the security is crazy to get on one of the planes because everyone's blowing them up or would love to. And so they do a big like interview to get you to even get on the plane. Like you have to talk to security forces. Like, and so me and my mom have different last names. And so, and we, you know, in New York, like we're closer now, but like we're still, it's not like we talk all the time, but our relationship's definitely improved.
Is she still in California or she's back in New York?
Still in California. But so they're interviewing us and they're asking how often we talk. We're like, never. How often do we see each other? Never. Like where do we, like, where does the other, do we live together? No. It's a different last name. They didn't believe we were mother-daughter. And they were like thinking, okay, we're not going to let these ladies on this plane. And then they're like, okay, well, do you guys like each other? And then we just both pause and we look at each other and then we look back and we like simultaneously, we're like, no. And then they let us on the plane. They're like, yeah, they're mother-daughter. And so it was like us on the trip, and it was a fun trip. It was fun. Like, I think I said in the interview notes, like my mom, she came out of the Dead Sea, and she was like, "Oh, Hannah, it makes my beaver burn." Because it's so heavy, the salt in the water. Like if you shave or anything,
nothing's
it's gonna
alive under there, right?
No, yeah, it's like 70% salt.
I know. I always like, you ever walk through the mall and there's always some lady standing there and she's like
Dead
this
Sea
is from
scrub.
the Dead Sea.
Yeah.
It's only $70, but for you, I'll give it to you for $25. I
Yeah.
never do that. And you're
No.
like, this is probably worth $5. It's literally salt.
Yeah.
You can get this at the grocery store, but it makes your hands feel so smooth.
Yeah.
It does make it feel soft, but it's just because it's exfoliation.
Yeah.
That's-
But it feels
Well,
more
it's really
magical
rich
when,
minerals too.
Like, a woman with a heavy accent is like,
Oh, always.
seems like a mermaid who just came from the Dead Sea, and she's like, this is a whole shebang.
Always. I love when my mom like meets people from different places. She likes to just repeat their name back and act like she acts like if you say you're from Arkansas, she acts like you should know everything about Arkansas. She's like, "Oh, Arkansas, that's great. Now, were they for or against in the war?" Do you? Like, you know, like she like, and it's like, what, mom? Like, another fun. So we went to Vegas in 2017. I think I've told you this. We went to Vegas, and it was the first time my mom, my sister, and I were in Vegas together where we were old enough to gamble. And we get to the New York hotel, and I was pissed because I lived in New York. I was like, why? Why did you book this? But we land the night the Las Vegas shooting happened. And I'm at a slot machine and I'm up $60. And my mom is at blackjack and she texts me, shoot it in the building. And I know. And my first thought is, okay, she's guilt tripping me to play blackjack with her. So I was like, fuck you, Mom. That's not funny. And then she goes, fuck you, Hannah. We're in a back room somewhere. Good luck. And so and I'm at this slot machine. I'm like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden everyone starts running. And I'm like, oh shit, maybe something is going on. And then, the running stops. I don't hear any shooting, so I just keep playing because I'm winning. And then people start running again, and then I duck, and I keep my hand on the buzzer, though, so I could still hit. And I was like,
when
okay.
you're up, you're up.
Yeah.
If you're going to die, you might as well die a winner.
It's a gamble either way. My cardio's shot. And so... But then finally I run, and nobody was at the New York, thank God, but nobody knew at the time. But then the whole rest of the weekend, anyone my mom meets, we're getting a Starbucks, we're in a cab, whatever. Everyone she meets, she goes, tragedy. Was it so awful what happened when I was running for my life? I'm like, Mom. And she's like, she's shrinking, the osteoporosis, right? She's shorter than me now. The scoliosis is taken, and I got it too. And so it's like, you can tell I'm like, Hannah, you gotta get married soon before your spine really starts twisting and you have to look like this. And when your parents get older, the shoes get bigger. She's got like the big rubber Hoka shoes where it's like she's just trying to like keep the floor away from her. Like, she's so silly. And then, oh man, I'm telling you all the story. We went on this trip. So my mom loves to do, this is her like Zen stuff. She loves to do like yoga retreats. And my dad gets really mad about it. He's like, well, shoot, Marjorie, we got yoga here. Why you got to pay to go somewhere? Do what you do here. But anyway, so there's this.
California's like the yoga capital of the United States.
Yeah. My mom actually got me into yoga when I was 13, and this was when it was new. Everyone was like, "Ooh, what's yoga?" Because I was getting a little pudgy, and I said I'd go just to shut her up, and then I loved it, and then that was the thing. But there's this place in Mexico, Rancho La Puerta. It's like an adult summer camp that my mom loves, and so she'll take my sister and I. Every now and then, and we go on the discount weeks. It's expensive, okay? And when we go, it's so funny because it's like wealthy people go there. Like my mom has this tendency of like inserting us, me and my mom and my sister, into like situations with people with way more money than we should ever be around. Like, you know what I mean? And you have to share a dinner table with these people, and they're like Disney execs, like well to do. And we walk in, and it's like literally a Woody Allen movie. Just sat down at your table. My sister's asking for all the bread. It's supposed to be like literally they had to cut her off the last time we went because they were like, "Man,
no more free bread baskets."
They're like, "You're supposed to share the basket. It's not one serving." And she asked her like over and over, and then she's got Tourette's, so she's kind of like clucking at the table, and then my mom's just like over here, and but we go on this like silent meditation hike when we're at this ranch. And my mom is like, booking it. She's like, oh yeah, I'm in shape. I'm gonna walk 3 miles. I'm gonna beat these kids. She's at the top of the hike, and then we start going downhill, and the guy's like, hey, watch your step. Be careful not to fall. So now my mom is at the top going down, silent. It's meditation. This is more neuroses, right? You're supposed to be Zen. Silent meditation, and we're going down, and my mom's just like. like literally like 1 centimeter at a time. You could feel people want to scream, but like holding it in because they're still keeping the silent meditation hike. Eventually the guide had to break the silence and just grab her and pull her head. But she's a hoot.
God, she's quite a character.
Yeah.
Well, we do need to wrap, so can you let the people know where they can find you?
Oh my God, I'm sorry I talked so much.
Wow, it's been an hour?
Yes,
that's
dang.
crazy.
We covered Yonis. We covered trips with Mom. They can follow me. Oh, look at my feet.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
are
really
you-
presenting
Look at these fat toes.
There's also like the way the light is coming in through
See
the
my
window.
toes look
It's
like-
they're
It's like
lit.
shining down
Yes.
Well, we're
on them. Looks
never
like a
gonna
Renaissance
beat
painting.
the like foot podcast allegations at this point.
If
Oh my God,
you-
have you gotten foot podcast allegations?
Just from ourselves.
Just from ourselves. There was
To
like
ourselves.
just like a weird moment. We don't need to get into it.
Okay, well, anyway, my Instagram is Hannah A650. So HANNAHA650.
Yes, and you have a
Oh my God, yes.
show.
Tess is on it Friday, June 12th.
Yeah, it'll be
Drop of the-
tomorrow. So if you're listening to this the day it drops, it's tomorrow.
Oh my God, yay, it's tomorrow. Oh shit. It's tomorrow. It's at Drop of the Crater on Chimney Rock, so 10929 Chimney Rock Road, a female-owned distillery in Houston. They make their own spirits in-house, and it's a comedy and astrology show, new moon comedy show. So people perform, Tess performs, and then we read their astrology charts after, and we go.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
really excited to see why I'm fucked up.
yeah, we don't ask about your mom. We just ask about where your sun is, where your moon is.
Like, I want to know, is my problem my moon or my apex? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
Well, I do joke that the show brings families together because a lot of comics, when I ask for their birth chart info, they're always like, oh, I don't know when I was born. I'm like, call your mom, you dumbass. She knows.
Get the birth certificate
She
out.
was there.
Yeah.
How can you not know where you were born?
Oh, no, when you were born.
When?
Oh, when? Okay,
What
okay.
time?
Yeah.
Your exact
Yeah.
time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming
Oh my
on.
God, thank you for
Hannah.
having me.
Yes. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of What Moms Say. We'll see you next Thursday. Bye.
Bye.